Welcome back! As I was saying in the last video that I was going to cut it off, it cut off on me. So I guess I had perfect timing on accident.
They'll never know I'm here.
If you are just joining us, we are in the ruins of the eothas temple in Gilded Vale. And we are searching for traps or hidden doorways. Aloth got blown up by a trap and he's badly wounded, but we're going to keep pushing on. Ah, yes, the puzzle doo-doo that I have to do. Eesh. I was not paying enough attention to what that guy said in the last episode. 3 bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There is one large bell at the center, flanked by 2 smaller ones. Examine the bells. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of a thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. Okay. The first and last of these toll, apparently, is that the right hand. Okay, that's what I was trying to remember. Ah, I did it! As the tolling fades, you hear a creak from the direction of the doors as the passage to the lower level swings open. Yay, that didn't take forever. It only took, like, probably 5 minutes. Probably gonna cut that down a little bit. I also just realized I forgot to start the timer again, because I'm an idiot tonight.
You know, it's strange looking back. All the time I spent here growing up. You're not getting through me. Curses!
I'll get the next one.
A little clustered in there. Okay. Actually, I should probably save again. I remember things get a little hard down here. Okay. Aloth is just gonna have to tough it out for a little bit.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
I'll take a peek.
Ooh.
For eothas! Leave it to me! The work of a moment. You're not getting through me.
Ooh, fine stock. Cool. I do want to put on that ring.
Leave it to me, curses!
So that's how it's gonna go?
We are cleansing this place of evil.
Keeping an eye out.
Nice. I think we got a backstab on that one. Okay.
Nice and slow.
Okay, this I remember
Found something.
fucking myself up on.
You're not getting through me.
Gotta have something here that works.
Oh, fuck. And he's down.
Damn it. We gotta take
Trying
better
to
care.
stop that. Yep. Eothas is not doing well down here.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah, we should probably camp. So camping is a cool thing you can do if you're having trouble in a dungeon and you don't want to run all the way back to an inn. You can just camp. And you get a cool little camping screen. Okay, we are doing much better.
I'll see what I can find.
Try this death trap. You know what? I'm gonna do only one of us.
I'll see what I can find.
Let's have it out! These uns are in for a walloping!
Okay.
Let's have it out!
Ooh, Cloak of an Eothasian Priest. Will 9. That's pretty good.
Ah!
That guy fucked me up. But then we fucked him up. Ooh, Brandine. Cool. Okay. So, who is our big Will character? And most likely be him, right? Well, we're gonna give it to him. And we are also going to equip this armor onto Adair. Cool. Everyone else is good for now. Yes, that armor is better than what I have on for me or John, but I play this game weird. I don't go on how good it is. I go on, oh man, that looks cool for this character.
I shall be discreet.
Because I'm really bad at video games. Oh fuck. Okay, this is gonna be hard. I'm actually gonna do some prepping for this one. Let's knock down a ghost. Ooh, god damn it. I'm not good at this combat. Also, I haven't checked the level of these enemies, but I may be pretty under level for this dungeon. Just
Keeping
slightly.
quiet.
I shall be discreet.
I'll have it in no time.
The work of a moment. Thank you. That's not very helpful.
Bullseye.
Gleaming silver key.
Steady does it.
That's gonna get us into probably this back door. But we're gonna check here first.
Thank you. I'll teach you.
What are you doing, John? Get in there.
Let's go.
That's it.
Oh, can't get past it.
Let's go.
Yeah, this game has some issues with the tight hallways getting past them. It's not too big of an issue, but it is a thing. That was one complaint I heard about in reviews. That is definitely going to a dare. Don't know if you can hear the train, but there's a train going by.
I shall be discreet.
Let's check the rest of the place before we go up there. That may be the exit to this dungeon. Well, that's where we need to go. We'll come back for that. Let's go check that other door.
They'll never know I'm here.
Curses! Leave it to me!
That looks like it hurt.
A crumpled note. This letter is fairly intact, though the parchment itself has been crumpled. Jester, I know that the temple baths boast great healing properties, and that your back ails you still. Still, I would ask that if you are to indulge for the greater part of the day, you give over your key to the sanctum to someone else for safekeeping. This is not the first time we have been forced to wait to perform the day's rites, and Rectrix Obrica is often too far below to hear our knocking. Sorry, I was having a hard time reading that one, apparently. Like I usually do. Oh, something else you can do in this game. Don't know if you know, but I can talk to everyone. I'll do it all after this, though. I'm not gonna do it in the middle of a dungeon. Okay, well, let's go finish this dungeon and we will call it a night.
Keeping quiet.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Gon's share. And a pry bar. Ooh, what is that? Ah, Scroll of Tanglefoot, Potion of Spirit Shield, Turquoise, and Copper. Some Hydra Stone, some silver, and let's do this. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faint image of a standing figure. Features a blur of mist or smoke before the world tilts. It is as if you have stepped sideways and into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaching out to grasp your arm and steadying you. A fellow acolyte, who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Werton has joined you, here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory he glances at you for a moment, and then looks past at something else. At someone else. "I'll come back once they're gone," he's saying. You're being pressed along by the crowd and his words are growing faint. "Just keep quiet. We can't take any risks." Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles on you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with a sick certainty, that nobody is coming. There's a cackling noise somewhere to your left, a wet slurping gurgle, and a ragged sob. You cannot see, and so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear in the faint murmuring to your right the familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leeches strength from you. There is light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you and you come back to yourself, in pieces. Your vision clears and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by the sickly illumination of the soul still drifting like faded fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. sorry. I hope you find some peace in the next life. The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the soul lingers still. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. Gather the remains. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priests. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all.
Easy does it. They'll never know I'm here.
Okay. As you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from the wall nearby. A door slides open with the grinding rasp of stone. Ah. The candles flicker gently as you approach. There's a gap above the altar lined with broken glass where a mirror may have once have been set into the wall.
The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
What's this all for?
Redemption. And they got this whole rite for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine.
He winks.
And you come out into this room and you uncover your eyes again and everyone's there to greet you. All your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life.
I apologize, the video cut out mid him talking. I'm gonna try and remember to do the my alarm next time so I can keep track of that better, because I don't want to get cut off during people talking again. That was my biggest fear, and it happened. Adair's eyes linger on the candles, and he seems for a moment to be a younger man. Leave.
It was nice to see those candles still burning. I figured they'd have gone out by now.
I'll see what I can find.
So apparently, if someone's talking, you don't want to move, or it just distorts the audio quite a bit.
I shall be discreet.
Hello!
Wharton smiles nervously as you approach. Think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arm's hurting a little less. He hesitates. You were down there for quite a while. Did you find anything? He darts constantly about the ruins. Something you're nervous about? No, of course not. Just never good to linger around these places, that's all. Wharton gives you a searching look. Did you find anything? Hand over the bundle of remains. The color drains from Wharton's face. He takes the bundle from you with trembling hands. You've found them, then? He stares down at the bones. I found more than bones. Something valuable, you mean? You can keep whatever you found. I don't want any of it. Nobody's been down since Redrick's people have no interest in eothasian goods, is my point. They won't miss whatever you take. You and I both know what I saw down there, and what they told me. Wharton opens his mouth to protest, but something in your expression stops him. He swallows nervously and looks away. His voice, when he speaks, is small. How did you... How could you betray them? They trusted you. Wharton makes a strange, wounded noise. Betrayed? I was never one of them. Mad followers of a shattered god. If I could have chased them all out of town, if I... You don't understand. I tried to help them. I did. Every day, every single day I went to that temple and I warned them. I told them that they were playing with fire and Raedric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they shrugged it off. Like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like it wasn't costing me coming in and trying to help them. I could have been arrested right along with them. You worked for Raedric. Wharton gives a bleak laugh. Yes, but not anymore. It's been a long time since I held a blade. He hesitates. I knew what was coming. It was their own damn stupidity that kept them in there. I couldn't understand it. Every warning I gave they ignored. The Rectrix, she said they'd be reborn anyhow, so it doesn't matter. He grimaces. So she got what she wanted. Her martyrdom. Raedric ordered us to round them up, lock them in the cells. I convinced them to hide at least. They had that vault full of old relics, gold and such. I thought they could hide in there. And once the gods left, they'd have something to sell for passage out of the Deerwood. Back to Adir. But then I told the men that the priests had already gone. They ordered the temple sealed. I couldn't get in again. Wharton shakes his head. There was nothing I could do. Adir's eyes are wide, disbelieving. Nothing you could do but tell someone. Get the town together. Organize a rescue. I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd known. They were some of the last decent folk left in this hole. Now all we got left is people like you. You could have spoken up, told Raedric the truth. Wharton nods slowly. I could have. It would have ruined me. Maybe killed me. But I could have saved them. He looks up at you, eyes wet. I didn't. I told you the way of it, Wharton says, his voice rough. I told you what happened. Guess it's your turn now, to make a decision. It's never too late to make amends. Wharton lets out the breath he was holding. I'm not sure if that's true. It's been years now. What am I supposed to do? Bury their bones. Try to lead a better life than you have so far. Wharton looks at the remains. He runs a hand through his hair, letting out another ragged breath. I can do that. I can. I'll lay them to rest. Try and do right by them somehow. Thank you, truly, for what you've done. Giving me a second chance. I'll put it to good use. I didn't want to kill the guy. And he did seem sorry for it. Too fucking nice. Well, I think that is it for this episode. We are going to go call it a night, rest at the inn. I'll sell some stuff off screen, but yeah. I believe we're done with most of the stuff in Gilded Vale for now. Next episode we will be hitting the road, going somewhere new. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.